Welcome everyone to day 5 of Love Yourself App Challenge. This is
Cole Chance.
Oh, nice. I love that. My name is Carolina. And yes, today we're talking about
Rituals. Rituals. We moved to a different part of my house now. This is the staircase up to my room where we were filming, and now
we are here.
Down here. This is just a beautiful little garden that they just have right here.
Isn't it beautiful?
There's just a Buddha statue, the staircase garden.
Bali life.
Yeah.
Okay, so ritual. Ritual, to me, it's the gel that solidifies my self-love practice. If I don't have a daily practice of anything that is resonating with me and my current process in life, I feel that what I'm trying to create more of in my life doesn't really anchor. So daily ritual, to me, it's vital. Mm-hmm. I need to have a daily ritual. It doesn't matter if it's like 5 minutes or 2 hours, but I need to have that. It's vital for transformation. It's vital to like really anchor self-love more and more and more. What is ritual for you?
Hard. Ritual is challenging for me. Different word like self-practice, sadhana, different self-practices have always been challenging for me. I don't have a lot of willpower. I've always, it's always been challenging for me to like commit to doing things. And, I was talking about this in freedom as well of, not liking the words of like discipline and these things like this that are challenging for me. But it's like once I reframe my understanding and comprehension of these words, especially around what it does for me, around freedom and what it does for me. So like these self-practices, this ritual allows for me to like live more optimally.
I love that.
And it's been really challenging. Often what I'll do is I'll be like, I'm going to do this, and this. Or like, something outrageous that I know I'll do it for like 2 days or something like that.
I can relate to that a lot, yeah.
And a friend of mine that I work with at Radiantly Alive, her name's Shay, she's awesome. She had told me that she had like a pretty strict
morning practice?
Morning practice, morning ritual. And she would just kind of start to dread it, and it was really challenging for her. And then she decided, she's like, I've got to do something different. And she always has a tendency to be really rigid with herself, like to push herself, do what, you say you'll do. But that also has its shadow side. So, but she was wearing herself out. So rather she would lay on her mat. Her ritual was to get up in the morning, to lay on her mat and say, what do you need today?
Oh God, that's
so maybe that would be dance, maybe it would be yoga, maybe it would just be laying there, whatever it is, but then to honor that. So I think that's really beautiful.
That's amazing. That's like self-care 101. It's something that I recommend to all my clients when we're working around self-love and opening up to feeling more deserving, is to like put an alarm throughout the day to do daily regular check-ins. Sorry, thank you. To be like, okay, how am I feeling today? Because how you're feeling in the morning and what you need in the morning is different than after, 3 p.m. or 7 p.m. In the morning, you're gonna need maybe 2 minutes of meditation or like grounded breathing. And at 3 p.m. after work and after like quick lunch, you're gonna need maybe like to vent and shake because you're so stressed, right? And at 7 p.m. maybe you're gonna need something sensual to really like calm down your nervous system and prepare yourself to go to sleep. So super important to be in tune with our bodies so we can really give to ourselves what we need, and that's a practice of self-love. So
in terms of that ritual, would it be so rigid? It doesn't have to be rigid, but maybe the ritual is to check in. Like, I'm going to check in. Maybe that is the ritual in itself.
Yeah.
Or you find something that really, really resonates, and then you do that daily. So currently what I've been doing is I've been really wanting to meditate, and I've wanted to meditate for many years.
Interesting.
And I've never wanted to. And Cole doesn't do a lot of things that she doesn't want to do. I drive myself crazy. I annoy myself all the time. But I'm finally really I'm wanting to meditate. And even though that looks like 10, 15 minutes, when I wake up in the morning, most of the time before I look at my phone, I'm trying to get better at that.
Yeah.
Then I will sit and I will meditate. then I just started this morning to let sage and Palo Santo to kind of clear the space, but also just to get a ritual. We were talking about senses last time. So like what can I smell in this moment? It gives me something to smell, you know. So it's a different way to anchor in, like this is happening right now. And then finding some type of movement practice. So sitting for a little bit, and then I'll just move. Often I'll just put on a couple songs, and I'll just maybe be doing like some cat and cow or something like this. I'm wanting to expand that portion of the ritual into more things. As of right now, I wake up and I feel like I have to go and do stuff. Like I have to go and teach, or I have to go and do something. But I'm wanting to expand that part. But I'm really happy right now. I'm not going to feel bad about myself. I'm really happy that I do wake up and I do my meditation portion. And check in with me later. Yeah. We're going to continue that. But this is one of the first times that I've been so consistent with it. It's been over a month.
That's beautiful. That means that you're working actively in your self-love. You're loving yourself more every day, a little bit more. And gorgeous is that? It
is gorgeous. Can we just take a moment and let this affect us?
Can we high five go for this?
And this is what creates the grooves, creates the habit loops. We have so many other habit loops, you know, because right now, like I'm in the battle with my phone of wanting to wake up and check my emails because America's been sleeping. I've been awake all day.
While you've been on sleep,
So I always have a lot of notifications in the morning. So my habit is to do that, which is that groove is really, really deep. So I'm having to struggle and like take the machete and beat the path down.
I love that. Machete.
You'd be like,
exactly.
all right, I need to put out a little more effort. This is that tapas, that, you know, that discipline. And to go at it a little bit, more aggressively and create some new habits so that when I'm like, I can't wait till the day where it's like, oh my gosh, I need to meditate. Like that's what's wrong. Is I didn't meditate this morning or something like, no, I can't because I have to meditate, where it becomes like a medicine for me. The same way that yoga became for me. It's like something that I really needed.
That's a beautiful example because the whole, like, people think that ritual needs to be something that we do, as you were saying, your friend felt at some point like a chore, is the word? Yeah. Like a burden, like an obligation. And ideally something that gives us, enriches, oh God, English today.
Enriches
our lives. You know, it makes our lives feel juicier, more expansive, and richer. That's the thing. So, for example, the fact that, as you were saying... Yeah.
I don't know if it has... That's a coincidence, or maybe not.
What you were saying about not checking your phone and like trying to change that groove of I wake up, open my eyes, check my phone, get stressed about life, and then it's like, what's going on, right? But she's taking care of herself, like basic self-care practice, by saying like, no, I'm not going to check my phone in the first 10 minutes or 30 minutes or 1 hour of the day, and I'm going to sit in my mat, ask myself, what do I need today, or meditate, whatever you're doing, right? And that's beautiful. That's like solidifying the groove of like, I deserve to take care of myself. And that's self-love. So that's why, for me and all the clients that I work with, self-love and ritual solidifies self-love. And ritual needs to be something that is going to be different for everyone. So you need to tune in with yourself to see what you like and what you enjoy. For her, for example, it's just, as you were saying, sitting in the mat, taking a couple of breaths, moving, right? For me, because I'm a dancer, I like to just play any song, like randomly from my Spotify playlist, and breathe and move and like go crazy, roll on the floor, whatever I need to do. At some other points in my life, my best ritual has been just sit in the mat, in my desk, and just start like writing without thinking too much. Just like, how do they call that? Like morning pages? Morning pages.
Just train a stream of consciousness.
That's the word, yes, stream of consciousness. You just like, you're like still like waking up, and you just go and grab your journal and start writing whatever is there. So you can really empty out whatever like stories or things are coming up, and just put it there. It's super cathartic and therapeutic. Sometimes my morning practice is just shaking. I just shake my body, you know, like I put some like drums and like just shake. Sometimes like feeling the ground and just seeing my body's like, oh, today is super tight in my shoulder. Okay, why can I give myself a little massage? So it's gonna be different for everyone.
Even the practice that we did yesterday, like the
five senses,
the sense meditation, checking in
that's beautiful
in that way as well. Just it can be something really. All of these are really simple. Simple things. Just think present moment. All the things getting into your body, different senses, feel, hear.
Yeah, and then ritual you can, as we were saying, it solidifies your self-love and your self-care, so it can be taken to any area of your life. How, for example, I talk about sex and sensuality a lot. How can you amplify your pleasure receiving skills by making a little ritual of, I don't know, whatever you're going through in your romantic life, from like to a date to like actually how you flirt with the other person. How can you invite ritual into that? The same with work. Instead of being like, oh my God, I really don't want to go and do this task. How can you be like, okay, I'm gonna have a glass of water, I'm gonna breathe and like sigh out loud to take all the tension out, and then I'm gonna sit with a clear mind and do my work. That's a little ritual. It's a mini ritual that helps you anchor and bring more richness to your life instead of just going always in your head and being like, oh my God, I can't believe I have to do this, or like, well, whatever,
Yeah. Beautiful.
That's invitation for today.
And it really opens up. It really just allows us to reminds us that we're worth carving out time for. Like, this is important to me because I need to create time for myself. I need to create this space for myself, or I need to drop back in so I'm here. So it just brings us back to the richness of the moment, back into relationship with ourselves, and the richness of ritual. Now I'm like going with that now. That was cheesy, but I think I can come up with something. Give me a little time.
What is that? It's like, I don't know, the most beautiful practice of self-love and self-care to have and create your own little rituals, whatever it is you come up with.
Because it's deserving.
It's practicing the muscle. I deserve. I can take care of myself. I can have a sweet, easy life. Whatever you're like really needing that confirms that you are deserving. You're worth it. You are lovable. First of all, by yourself first. First of all, by yourself first, of course. Redundant, but you get the point, right? First.
Drill it in there first. So today the invitation is to share, just to share what a ritual that you've been doing, or maybe something that you want to implement. And if you're just kind of lost here, then we offered some ideas, but then also share for other people to get some ideas. And this can look all the way from a morning practice to how you want to check in throughout the day, or something to prepare you to create, prepare you to work, or maybe it's to step away from the family for a little bit, to step away from work, like a ritual of like every couple hours you take like 5 minutes to
even 1
do
minute.
whatever, or 1 minute, or whatever it is. There's so many different ways that you can do this. So just to create ideas and share, we'll crowdsource some things that resonate.
I love that. Just something super quickly that I wanted to mention, that many times with rituals we think we need to like sit down and meditate for 30 minutes, and when that seems like such a big task, we tend to avoid it and like sabotage ourselves, and we are like, oh, I confirmed that I'm not deserving of love by myself, right? So a friend of mine gave me this little tip, and it's been so helpful, that if I would say like, today I want to meditate and I want to do journal a little bit, and maybe like, I don't know, dance or do my yoga, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do 1 minute of meditation, 1 minute of journaling, 1 minute of dancing, and I'm like, it's 3 minutes, of course I can do that. And usually when I start, then I go and like go with the flow, right? But like just making it like very achievable, and something that you can, like, feasible, you can really manage 1 minute of meditation, right?
Make yourself successful.
Exactly. Set yourself up for a winning.
Set yourself up for success.
Beautiful.
Indeed. And then you slowly begin to realize, like, oh, this, how much value this adds, and it's should be enriching, not another thing to do. So
to do list thing.
Finding some joy and some pleasure here.
Okay.
See you next time. Love yourself up.
You love that move.
Thanks.